Monetization tips for influencers. Becoming an influencer opens up huge doors. If you have a large audience of people who are hanging on your every word, then you have the potential to galvanize that audience into a massive customer base. The problem is that many influencers have no idea how to do this. In this presentation, we'll change all that. Did you know that with 200,000 followers on Instagram, you can charge an average of $1,000 for a sponsored post? That means posting an image where you are wearing a particular item of clothing or consuming a supplement. It's an extremely easy way to make a lot of money that takes just 5 minutes. Now imagine how much you could earn if you had millions of followers. This truly is a cash cow, but there are a few caveats. Firstly, if you don't have millions of followers, then you might mistakenly believe that there is no way to sell sponsored posts like this. As you have already probably guessed, that is incorrect. You can actually make a lot of money as what is known as a micro-influencer, as long as you have the engagement. The key is to become more proactive in going out there and finding those advertisers. To do this, you can either try messaging them directly or using sites like Grapevine, which connects advertisers to creators. Either way, the key is to actively go out there and look for sponsors. But it gets better. Because think about it. If someone is willing to pay $1,000 for you to post an image wearing their shoes, what does that tell you? It tells you that they are earning far more than that in order for this to be a profitable move for them. And what that tells you in turn is that you can also earn much more than that by doing precisely the same thing. Not selling shoes necessarily, but selling something else such as an ebook, or better yet, a course, private coaching, etc. As an influencer, you are what people are interested in. And if you can offer your knowledge and your one-on-one interaction, then you can conceivably charge thousands of dollars. And a single post can generate multiple sales. Now there is a way to go about selling a product and a way to design one so that people will buy it. But all you need to know is that this is your ticket to making big money as a creator. The secret to becoming an influencer is by delivering value. Want to be a massive influencer? Want to be able to command huge paydays just by posting images of yourself using someone else's product? Want to build a massive tribe that hangs off your every word? It's something that only a select few have managed to accomplish. So what's their big secret? I'm going to share it with you. Are you ready? The big secret to becoming an influencer is delivering value. That's it. There's no magic formula, no crazy growth hack, and no secret strategy. The simple truth becoming a massive influencer is to offer value, day in and day out. But what does that mean? Delivering value, of course, means that you're giving away something useful. That might mean entertainment, it might mean amusement, it might mean information, it might even just be inspiration. But ultimately, when someone interacts with your brand or your content, they need to come away feeling as though they gained something from it. Why? Because of course that is then what's going to motivate them to come back again in the future. You probably already understand this intuitively. Chances are that you're posting pictures regularly, or that you're posting blog content regularly. Maybe you make regular YouTube videos. But now ask yourself, are you really providing value? Because where many people go wrong is by thinking that any content is going to be automatically valuable. You see this with Instagram accounts that simply share lots of other posts using a certain hashtag. You see it with YouTubers who spend ages talking about themselves before getting to the point. And you see it with blogs that post extremely generic and uninteresting content that bring nothing new to the table, probably because they hired a writer to do it who knew nothing about the topic. That is not value, or at least it is not much value. And so people don't follow. In order to provide value, you need to create content that leaves the person feeling something powerful, something memorable. The question you should always ask yourself then is, would you read it? Would you be excited by the title? Would you share it? And if the answers to those questions are no, then don't post it. Go away and find a way to make it better. Then try again. You must always deliver exceptional value. How to choose your niche as an influencer. If you plan on becoming an influencer, then you first need to do some strategy and think carefully about how you're going to plan your attack. And you really should think carefully. That's because the decisions that you make now, before you first get started as an influencer, will do more to shape your future success or failure than anything you do subsequently. In particular, you need to think hard about your niche. In this presentation, I'll guide you through the process. The first and most important thing to consider when choosing your niche is whether it is something you know well and feel passionately about. It's tempting as a marketer to look at the current biggest niches and the ones that traditionally earn the money, then to pick the one that appeals most to you from there. But this is a mistake. Firstly, it is a mistake because a lack of real passion for the topic will come across as you write and post. Moreover, it's a mistake because you won't have anything new and interesting to contribute. Think about it. Who reads fitness content? People who like fitness. That means they probably know a bit about fitness. And if you're providing the most generic, surface-level content imaginable, then they're going to go elsewhere. To be a thought leader, you need to lead. And that means you need to stick with what you know. That isn't to say you should shy away from niches with a large appeal. Of course, having a bigger potential audience is a good thing. So try to pick a subject that is universal, like sex, money, health, etc. The problem is that doing this can also leave you as a small fish in a massive pond. How will you compete with the huge health brands like Men's Health, or the established money influencers like Pat Flynn from smartpassiveincome.com? The answer is try to be more specific and to hone in on the exact niche that really interests you and that speaks to your audience. This might mean something like health for seniors, for example, or making money online for students. Another option is to combine two popular niches in a unique and interesting way. Either way, doing this will shrink your audience, but also help you to engage much more strongly with that audience once you find them.